Oh my goodness. Wow. Welcome back to Nitro Reviews. Ask what I'm kicking a flow. Now, I don't know about you, but a few weeks ago, possibly even a couple of months ago, a bootleg escaped. Now, originally, obviously we got the Diamonds and Pearls Super Deluxe, but there was supposed to be a Diamonds and Love Super Deluxe with Diamonds and Pearls tracks and it's known as the Symbol album. And it was going to be a big deluxe. And there was even a few rogue copies out there in the wild. People thought it's been pressed, that people had seen it. And then it got pulled and it was just the Diamonds and Pearls Super Deluxe. But a number of the tracks, I don't know if it's all of them, but a number of the tracks from the Diamonds and Love Super Deluxe have leaked. Now, don't ask me where they are. They're out there in all the normal places. I'm not condoning or supporting or saying anything about bootlegs, but oh my goodness, I've been listening to them. Anyway, here's a quick list of the tracks. Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to calm myself down because it's been amazing listening to this. The tracks are Aha, which is obviously ties with the Coca-Cola advert. It's a long story. I've actually done a video about that. It's a very complicated story. So if you want to know more about that, check out my video on that. So it's Aha, I Hear Your Voice, I Hear Your Voice. It's just an incredible track. It's Prince's falsetto. He's letting it all go. This is the Prince I love the most sometimes. I really do. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. It's heartbreaking. I Hear Your Voice is a superb track, and it is Prince's falsetto, his lyrical interplay, his pain, his anguish, Willing and Able, extended version, brilliant. Again, superb. Really, some of these versions I think are better. I mean, you can argue what's better and what's not, but certainly they're up there. The flow. This is something I've had on a bootleg a long time ago, and it's incredible. I actually probably prefer it. It's got Rosie Gaines in there. It's fun. You can see Prince, a lot of these tracks, he's working out how he's going to do them. And this is true with the next track, 3 Chains of Gold. And it's brilliant because he sort of gives little nods like, where he wants the horns or where's my horn section at? And sometimes in these tracks, he won't have the horns ready. He'll just sort of scat them and go, he'll where's the bass? And, this is the bit where it comes in. It's just, he's guiding the track. It's not quite finished and he's just working out where he wants these bits. But that's incredible. There's Rave, church style, which again, I think is fantastic. I think it's up there. I would argue it's up there. It really is. Love to the Nines. Now I've got to say, this is brilliant because Prince does the rap that Tony M and Maite do, but he clearly hasn't worked all of that out. He's sort of working it out like, who's your favourite author? Hemingway, blah, blah. He's working out how he's going to do this and how he's going to work it out. It's in his mind, you can see it, but it's not fully born yet. It's there, it's mostly there, but he's kind of working out where all these bits go, and it's a fascinating insight into the creative process of Prince writing these songs. Then we get, take a breath, With This Tear. With This Tear has to be one of the most stunning ballads Prince has done. How it wasn't on the album, I don't know. It's just incredible. It's beautiful. It's poignant. It's heartbreaking. It's transcendent. It truly is. With This Tear it can bring you to tears if you're in that mind space. And I've got to say, With This Tear is standout for me. Standout. Then there's Goodbye. Another great track, kind of, it's gives me a bit of a vibe of Tomorrow. Goodbye is brilliant. Then there's Arrogance, Baby Doll, Race, 51 Hours, the Diamonds and Pearls, 51 Hours. Blood is Thicker Than Time, with Mavis. And because a lot of these tracks, obviously, Prince perhaps gave to other people, or he reconfigured, or he's working on. There's House in Order, 1,000 Hugs and Kisses. Now, if you know me, you'll know that 1,000 Hugs and Kisses should have been a huge hit. It got lots of views on YouTube when people talked about it. When I talked about it, lots of people got views, people trying to hear the track. It's It's a catchy as hell thing. It's classic Prince about you work so hard, you really do. You know, I don't think I've ever seen anyone work as hard as you. It's just this kind of what I'm going to do when you get here, and I'm so proud of you. And it's such a universal track. I think 1,000 Hugs and Kisses is arguably one of the biggest tracks, the biggest hits that Prince never had, and he should have had. It's Uncle Sam, which obviously Tevin Campbell did. Uncle Sam's brilliant. Some of the lyrics there about racism, about America, are some of the most provocative and, not provocative, but just openly, brutally honest. Uncle Sam is a superb track by Prince, and one of his political commentary songs. The Halls of Desire, again, The Halls of Desire with Tevin. Paris 179843002. The P, again, with Tevin. Extraordinary live. Extraordinary, again, is a track that if anyone else did it, they'd think, oh my God, this is amazing. But because it's Prince, it's like, it sometimes gets overlooked. But this is, you know, a top tier level ballad. And Prince just had so many of those. It was almost, you almost couldn't see the wood for the trees or anything. Then there's Face to Face, The Ride Divine, In the Middle of the Night, There, Superhero, of which there's lots of remixes of Superhero, so that's interesting. Remember Me, Hardly Don't Care, and Dream, which is a demo. Now, like I said, this is out there in all the usual places. I just heard it a few weeks ago and I've been listening to it. And I've got to say, it's one of the most exciting things ever. And it makes you think the potential for this as a release. I mean, it's clear that the estate clearly thought about that, because some copies of remastered tracks for the Symbol album were put out there. So I don't know what happened there. But some of these tracks are superb, and I really wish they were more enjoyed by people. But I always say I got the excitement. When you hear something you haven't heard before, when you hear something of Prince and you realise it could just hit you, and that feeling you got when you first hear a song, it's just incredible. I just want to say this is one of the most exciting things I think has happened in the last year. That's not to slight anything else, but it's what we all want. New music that we haven't heard before. And some of these have been on bootlegs before and some of them haven't, but honestly, I just had to mention this because I love it. As I say, have a look online. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, and I'm not recommending it in any way, but I'm just saying some of these tracks are, I think, top tier tracks. And I'd love to know, have you heard it? If so, what do you think? And what tracks really stand out to you on this incredible collection? Thank you.